I have Mr. Isaac Kofi Abbew Nkrumah. Sir, good evening and welcome to ETLFM.
Good evening, and thank you very much. I use this opportunity to greet your cherished listeners out there. My name is Kofi Abbew Nkrumah.
Abbew Nkrumah,
yeah.
In Cape Coast, we are in the festive season, so Afishafa.
Yeah, I've been combating.
How's your stay in Cape Coast?
Yeah,
how's it been for you?
I'm from Mori. I'm a Cape Coast guy, and most of the times I'm here during the weekend. And today I came here for orientation at CCTU. That's the Cape Coast Technical University. And after I had a zonal meeting with my staff here, and I got this opportunity to be at the studio this evening to interact with good people in Central Region. And I think everything's going on well. And I'm also enjoying the festive move to as well. I was driving in town and I saw the orange colors.
Today's orange
to me was fantastic, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, Orange Friday as part of the Faith to Afasha. Today's Orange Friday. We had the Orange Friday. So, since you are from Mori, Cape Coast Afasha is not something new to you.
Sure. We also have our own festival, that is Abbew Festival, normally in August. And it's also similar to what I'm seeing in Cape Coast.
All right. So, Sure. All right, so listeners, if you just tune in, you are still listening to ETLFM 100.5 megahertz. I have in the studio Mr. Isaac Kofi. My namesake, Abbew Nkrumah. Yes, the head of operations for Student Loan Trust Fund. He's in the studio. I know you have a lot of questions to ask him. The lines will be activated in due course, but you can contribute via the WhatsApp line 0275 144949 0275 144949. If you have any question for him, just go to WhatsApp or SMS and send a message via the same line 0275 144949. So, when you say Student Loan Trust Fund, we have some fresh students on campus. Maybe some of them, they are not even aware whether we have something like that or that. So when you say Student Loan Trust Fund, what is it about?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. Student Loan Trust Fund is an agency under the Ministry of Education. It's a government institution. And our main mandate is enshrined in Student Loan Trust Fund Act 820 of 2011. And we are supposed to give loans to accredited tertiary institutions offering accredited programs. That is our mandate. And recover the loans when they are due for repayment. And in this mandate, which means we provide financial services or financial support to tertiary students in the country. And when New Patriotic Party government took over the reins of government in 2017, they also gave us the mandate to disburse allowances to 46 public colleges of education in the country. So currently that is what we do. And the student loan, we started operations in 2006-2007 academic year. Before then, it was Senate that was managing it. So from 2006-2007 academic year to date, all tertiary institutions in the country that have benefited from student loan, they took the loan from Student Loan Trust Fund. And as we speak now, over 100,000 Ghanaian students have benefited from the fund. Some are due and they are repaying. So our mandate is to provide these financial services to all accredited tertiary institutions, which include University of Cape Coast. And that's exactly what we are doing. So if you are out there and you are in need of funds, maybe you have registered, but you need funds for other things, you can apply for student loan and you'll be given.
So what are the process that you are supposed to go through before you get the loan from Student Loan Trust Fund?
For you to access the loan, first and foremost, you should be a Ghanaian. Foreigners cannot access the loan because our main source of funding is from Get Fund, communication tax, and our own loan repayment. So you should be a Ghanaian. And then two, you should gain admission to accredited tertiary institution. And you should register as a student. The reason why I want you to register is that you can get admission at UCC, maybe you get another admission at Tech or even outside and decide not to go. So getting admission alone does not qualify you to access the loan facility, but you have to register to know that you are an eligible student of that tertiary or accredited tertiary institution. You have enrolled there. So when you register, we also pick the enrollment list of all accredited tertiary institutions in the country. We load it into our system. Then you can apply. So if you have not registered, you cannot apply for the loan. So when you register, after that...
So you mean you have to go
register
to
at your school.
So what is the how's the process?
Yeah, the registration. No, you have to register as a student in your school. For instance, University of Cape Coast, you have Roping. Whether you are a continuing student or you are first year student, you have to register as a student. So when you register, we take the school list of University of Cape Coast, both hard and the soft copy. In the case of UCC, I think you have a secure site that will pick the list from there. We load it into our system. So when you're applying, because you're already in our system, the system will pick you, and it's very easier for you to go through. So after you have registered, you also need to get a SNIT number. SNIT number is a mandatory requirement. The reason why we require you to get a SNIT number is that the SNIT number has a unique identification. My name is Kofi Abbew Nkrumah. You can have somebody also some with Kofi A Nkrumah. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So if you're using the name alone, you end up giving the loan to somebody who's not the right person. So it's like get a SNIT number. SNIT number is biometric in nature, and it's also a unique identifier. So because of that, when you disperse, we know you are dispersing to you. In the previous academic years, we were telling students that you can get the SNIT reference number. The SNIT reference number, when you get it, later on you go and then you get a number. So if you are in level 100, 200, you are now applying for the loan. Those days we allow you to get the reference numbers to apply. After one academic year, you need to replace the reference number to a substantive SNIT number. But this time around, we are not doing so, because now SNIT have expedited their system in such a way that when you apply for the reference number today, in a week's time, you get your substantive number. And we are also in discussion with that. Today, for instance, I met them at CCTU. We had a nice conversation there where the SNIT people will be going to CCTU campus to enroll them on the SNIT card for free. The same to be organized for UCC2 as well. So all those who are interested in getting the SNIT numbers, student loan transfer in collaboration with SNIT, will come to your campus and mount a stand there to get the SNIT numbers for you. So when you get the substantive SNIT number, which is 13 digits, and it starts with an alphabet, followed by 12 numerical digits, you need to understand that. You get your SNIT number, then after you need to get an easy account number. You can get an easy account number from any bank of your choice, but try to get a bank that is reliable. Any bank of yours, you can get it there. The reason why we want the student to get the easy account number is that those days we used to pay through bank transfer system. The time the money we get to the student, either they are on vacation or they don't need the loan again. But easy is instant. Immediately we process the loan the same day, we pay it at our head office in Accra, and we send you SMS, then you get it. Then after, so now I mentioned the requirement to register. You have to register as a student, get SNIT number, get easy account number. Then you also need to get a guarantor. In the case of the guarantor, you need to get SNIT pension contributor as a guarantor. That's somebody who works in the formal sector and contributes to the SNIT pension scheme. So the guarantor should not be somebody who is more than 53 years of age. The reason is that in Ghana here, you can go on voluntary retirement at the age 55. So if you're in level 100 and you get a guarantor who is 53 plus 4 years, 57.
57, yeah.
Assuming this person wants to go on voluntary retirement, you have to go and look for another guarantor, which will be difficult for you. So we suggest that you have to get a guarantor who is no more than 53 years of age, who has also contributed actively for 3 years. Then can guarantee for you. But the fund has also made a lot of innovations in this area.
I'll let you go to that place, but issue about the guarantor. And when you go to the tertiary institutions, some of these students who are suffering from these financial problems are coming from homes where they don't have people who are working at the SNIT. So if we are bringing the issue about someone
not that they are working at the SNIT, they are not contributing to the
SNIT, yes. And mostly are farmers, and mostly when you go to these villages, they don't contribute to SNIT. So if I'm also looking for money to pay my school fees, and my parents don't have anybody who is contributing to SNIT, how am I able to get access to the loan?
It's good that I'm at the studio here, and I was coming to address that. Then you came in. Good. So apart from getting somebody who is in the formal sector, who contributes to the SNIT pension scheme, assuming you are like me, from Owi, where my father was a fisherman, my mom a fishmonger, they are all no more. What happens? So the fund has brought on board innovative ways of getting people to guarantee for you. So we call that one diversified form of guarantorship. Now, all metropolitan, municipal, and these assemblies in the country can bring a resolution to the trust fund that we, in this area, We want to guarantee for tertiary students in our areas of operation. So that person that you are talking about, the parents are farmers, and they don't have anybody in the formal sector, can go to these assemblies, and they can guarantee for them. If the assemblies are not willing to guarantee for, religious bodies can also guarantee for people in their congregation. So the high decision-making body of the religious body can bring a resolution to it, but that religious body should be in existence for more than 10 years. If the churches are like, one man church, you establish here, tomorrow you move here, then you collapse. No. We want a well-known religious body. Now, let me put it this way. The Islamic religion, they are doing a fantastic work.
Before you move forward, the religious bodies, probably can you mention some of the churches that maybe when you are...
some churches are on our scheme already. The Pentecost Church, Methodist, Roman Catholic. Some churches are Assemblies of God. I know they're already there.
So it means that if you attend these one-man churches and it's not up to 10 years, you cannot apply.
No, you cannot. And even the church has to register with the Register General Department. There should be a church that is well known, so that when you complete school and you are due for repayment and we cannot trace you, the church should be able to assist us to locate you so that you repay the loan. So there's a criteria for that. So it can even be a church that is registered 10 years and above. When you bring it to us and subject to other proof tests, we say, no, this church cannot.
So do you have a process that to check to authenticate whether the person is coming from that church or not?
So we have a resolution that has been signed by the highest decision-making body of the church. And that resolution is with us already. So we know the signatories, we know the names. So when we get it, we have to contact them, cross-check to be sure that truly they signed that. They also have a database of all those that they've guaranteed for. Like I was talking about the Islamic religion, they have something they call Sunset Fund, managed by the chief imam himself for the Muslim student. Those ones, for instance, we do have regular meetings with them. They also authenticate all this. And they are doing a fantastic work. In an academic year, they guarantee for over 1,000 Muslim students. So this is also an opportunity to tell our Christian brothers out there that they can take advantage of this and also guarantee for the members in their congregation. We have another one where corporate bodies can also guarantee for people in their area as a form of corporate social responsibilities. Also, they bring the resolution to us, and they can also guarantee for people. And that corporate body should be listed on Ghana Stock Exchange and should be a member of Ghana's Club 100. But let me say that since we started this diversified forms of guarantees, we have not got any corporate body to guarantee. But the religious bodies, the MMDAs, we have them that are guaranteeing for students. In Central Region, for instance, I think we have like 6 or so of the MMDAs that are currently on our program. So when you get to all this, then you can go online. When you go online, that is www.sltf.gov.gh. There's a place, apply now. Then you can apply. But we have not opened application for 2019-2020 academic year. But if you are out there and you are interested in accessing the loan, get all these requirements that I've mentioned ready. When you open the application, then you apply. Okay,
so a lot of people are facing challenges about the guarantor issue, because if you look at, if you have a SNIT contributor or religious body or metropolitan, municipal or district assembly or corporate bodies, and when if you don't have any, and these are the ordinary person at the village, probably who don't have access to, if you go to some places where you have to even take a car to go to a municipal or metropolitan, where when you even go there, you don't even know anybody over there. So how are they going to guarantee for you? Don't you think that this process is rather putting a little bit of caveat so that to prevent a lot of people from applying for the loan?
No, this one is very simple. When you mentioned MMDA, it's not like MMDA as in the capital. The MMDA also have their own structures. We also assisted them to put this in place. Before MMDA can come on board, we come and run orientation for you. I did one from Fantiman Municipal in 2017, where all the assembly members were present, and they brought a resolution. So the assembly members are also from electoral areas. The assembly members also have unit committees under them. So that person in that village definitely has an assembly member that will assist that person for the person to get the loan. So the case of the MMD is very simple. And the religious body, if you are in the church, you are in the church. The church, whether it's in the village or in the city, and it's 10 years old, and it's a well-known church, you still can be guaranteed for. So I think this one is rather to cure the challenge of people not getting former guarantors or the Senate pension contributors guarantors. There are other forms of guarantor that the advisory guarantorship is there to cure that, and is doing that exactly.
Okay, so if you just tune in, you are still listening to TNC show on ATL FM 100.5 megahertz. I'm talking to Mr. Isaac Abbew Nkrumah, head of operations for Student Loan Trust Funds. So you can send your message via the WhatsApp line 0275 144949 0275 144949. Already, I've seen some messages just trooping it. I'll just read them quickly. But let's move on. You said that the process that you go through to select the beneficiaries, but are there any challenges that sometimes you face when you are going through all this process?
Oh no, the point is we don't even select the beneficiaries. You apply, and the system we call it means testing. When you apply for the loan, the questions that you'll be asking is objective in nature. I'm the head of operations, but I cannot influence the amount that you will get. Even though the fund, everything is managed by the operations department. No, I cannot influence that. You may be my relative, but I can't influence that. It's objective in nature. You have to apply, go to the questions online. Then after, attach all the supporting document. It's based on your needs. If at the end of the day, the information you provided portrays that you are needy, you get a higher amount. If you have other people supporting you and you are okay, you will not be disqualified, you get something.
And this is something that somebody can just go and then massage some lies and then put it there and get the money.
I see there are so many things that I cannot share with you, but the questions that goes on, if your informations are not consistent, it will rather mark you down. The system is objective in nature. We take into consideration your socio-economic background, where you stay, your parent information, the school that you are attending, and you support this with evidence. If you are disabled, there's a mark for you. You have gender, and the disabled, you should also determine the degree of disability. There are a whole lot of things, so you cannot easily go through like that. So at the end of the day, if you go to the system, the minimum one can get, if you are not needy, is 1,500 Ghana cedis in an academic year. It used to be 1,000, but from 2017-18 academic year, we increased it 50% to 1,500 in an academic year.
Are more than 1,500.
And the maximum one can get is 3,000 Ghana cedis in an academic year. And this one, we look at it in the area of public tertiary institutions. So if you get like 3,000, average people are getting like 2,500, 2,600. And this one is more or less like 60 to 80% of the academic facility fees that people pay in the public tertiary institutions.
So you're talking about the maximum amount, 3,500. There are some schools that when you go there, the program that they read, for instance, optometry and those medical field courses, some of the school fees are above the 3,500. So if I'm a needy student and you are giving me 3,500, how am I going to register for my courses?
That is why it's a loan. That is why it's a loan. Because this one is not free money. You have to pay for it. And we also look at what is in the kitty. And you have to share it in such a way that everybody will benefit from it. So we try to take the average cost of education and we pick the loan.
So does it mean that you consider the cost, the program the person is also...
We do. That is why I was telling you that before then, the maximum was 2,000. But in 2017-18, we moved to 3,000. We took a lot of things into consideration. So when we see the increment in the facilities, the school fees and other things, then we also sit down, factor a lot of things into consideration. We have discussion with the central government, then amount is reviewed upwards. So currently what we have now is what we have done a research, and we have seen that it somehow meets more than 50% of what is happening in the public institutions.
Okay, so roughly, how many applicants do you receive in academic year?
Yeah, currently, people who have benefited from the trust, as I said, are over 100,000. And in an academic year like 2018-19, which just ended we disbursed to over 31,000 students in the country.
100 applicants?
No. The 100,000 applicants I'm talking about are those who have benefited from the trust fund from 2006 to date.
I am talking about in one academic year.
In one academic year, if you apply for the loan and you meet all the requirements, to be disbursed to. So in 2018-19 academic year, over 30,000 students applied, and we've paid all of them an amount of over 75 million Ghana cedis.
Okay, so some messages are still popping in, and if I just tune in, you are still listening to the TNC show. I'm having interaction with Mr. Isaac Abbew Nkrumah. from head of operations from Student Loan Trust Fund. So definitely loan will come with an interest.
Sure.
So what is the interest on the loan?
Yeah, good to ask that question. The interest on the student loan is pegged to 182 days treasury bill rate. But the policy is that if the TB rate is more than 12%, government peg the interest rate at 12% and absorb the difference between the 12% and the TB rate. But if the TB rate is reduced or falls below 12%, interest has to be reduced to below 12%.
So the interest is pegged to the treasury
TB rate. But what I'm saying that let's get this thing right. If the TB rate is more than 12%, government has put in a policy that is capped at 12%. 12%. So currently the TB rate is more than 12%. So we're not charging the TB rate. We're rather charging 12% per annum. Government absorbs the difference between the TB rate and the 12%. So currently the maximum student loan can go is 12% per annum. And that 12%, every amount that we give to you, at the end of the anniversary of the loan, we slap the 12% on it. I hope you get it. So assume you get the 3,000 Ghana cedis. Today's date is 6th of September.
September, yeah.
So 6th September 2020, 12% is slapped on it.
So it's a flat rate.
It's a flat rate. Another point that I also want to chip in here is that sometimes people out there ask questions. Assuming the beneficiary passes on, what happens to the loan? Is he supposed to pay, or the family supposed to pay, or what? You have what we call protection scheme. The protection scheme, every loanable amount that we disburse to you, you have to pay 0.05% of it. 0.5%, which is 0.005 times the loanable amount. So assuming we give you 3,000, that 3,000 you have to contribute 15 cedis of it into the protection scheme.
As an insurance?
No, we don't call it as an insurance. We call it protection scheme. So, in case of death, so the interest of 12% on the 3,000, because of that 15 cedis.
15 cedis.
Yes, you pay to the protection scheme that amount together with the interest. So your family members who are alive will not be
liable to pay
or your guarantors paying. Do you get it? So you call it protection. So any amount that we give you, you pay 0.5% of it into the student loan protection scheme.
Oh, okay. So, do you have a system to track the beneficiaries after school?
Yes. That is why we ask you to get SNIT number at the time that you apply, and I told the SNIT number is a unique identifier. So when you complete school, you have 2 years grace period. Assuming you are in level 100 at University of Cape Coast now, and you are given the maximum of 3,000 or the average of 2,500, you apply once. You don't have to apply again till you complete school. So you'll be given the 3,000 first year, second year, third year, and final year. When you complete school, then the loan we see is coming to you because you no longer be on the enrollment list of University of Cape Coast. So when you complete school, you have 2 years grace period. The time you have to do your service, and you have another year for you to prepare yourself to start repayment. After that, because you were given 4 academic year loans, when you complete school 2 years after graduation, you are supposed to use 8 years to repay the loan. So the number of months in 8 years is what you are going to spread the loan for you to repay. When it takes the Loan Trust Fund Act 820 of 2011, Section 24 of the Act, enjoins all employees in the country at the time of a recruitment. For instance, you at 8 years here, at the time of being employed, you need to find out from you whether you are a beneficiary of the student loan scheme. Then they have to report to the trust fund. Then you start deducting from your salary here. But that one, we don't even wait for the employee to ask us. Because we apply with the SNIT number, we query the SNIT database twice every year. So you know that you, the beneficiary who is due to repay, you are in 8th year. Then we will write to you, your loan is due. Every month, pay 20 Ghana, 30 Ghana. And to be honest with you, we are doing very well in the area of repayment. And we are doing like 65% recovery rate of the loans that we have disbursed.
I was coming to that about the mode of payment.
Yeah.
So what is the mode of payment for the loan?
Yeah, the mode of payment is very simple. For you to repay your loan, you can go to any commercial bank branch in the country and ask of Smart Pay platform. The Smart Pay platform, all borrowers of student loan, you have your data of GCB. So you go there and you quote your SNIT number. It's very important. When you quote your SNIT number, your details will pop up. But before you go there, you can even check your statement on our website. By putting your SNIT number, so you know the amount you are owing, then you can go and pay any amount that you are supposed to pay. Within 24 hours, you can also go to our website and check your statement that your account has been credited with the amount that you paid. You can also go to EcoBank branch in the country and ask of Bank Collect platform. The most important is also to remember your SNIT number. Your details will pop up, then you pay. You can go to any NIB bank in the country, then ask them that you want to pay your student loan. That place you don't have a platform, but you have a triplicate paying slip. You have to state clearly your SNIT number, then you make a payment. Now we also have online payment platform with GT Bank, where borrowers can pay through online either MasterCard, Visa. You can also pay through mobile money. And mobile money, I'll get it for you before I leave the studio. I'll get it for you quickly.
Okay, so if you just tune in, you're still listening to ATL FM 10.5 megahertz. I have a message coming from. I have a message here coming from. Oh, please, when you send a message, please try and add your name and where you are sending the message from. Please, can you do that for me? My name is Robert from CCTV. My question is: 2 semesters have passed, and I was unable to apply for student loan, all because I couldn't get a guarantor. Is there any other alternative for me to get access to it? I really need help to pay my fees. This is coming from Robert from CCTV.
I think with this education out there, Robert should be able to get one of the diversified funds or guarantors and apply this academic year, and he can get the loan. So you should try the disassemblies, you should try religious bodies, and I believe definitely it will go through. But with the prepayment, you can also pay through mobile money. And the mobile money you can pay through *737*, then you continue 206#, then you continue. Then you can pay the mobile money. You can pay the student loan through mobile money, and it's hassle-free. You can do that.
Please repeat the mode of payment for the mobile money.
The mode of payment for the mobile money is *737*206#. Then follow with your SNIT number, the SNIT number that you apply for the loan. Then you can pay *737*206#. Followed with the SNIT number that you use to apply for the loan. Then you can go through.
Okay, so the phone line is activated now, so you can call 0553 208800 0553-208800. If you have any question for Mr. Nkrumah, you can go ahead to do it. But say the issue about disbursement has always been the problem. Last year, for instance, an SLC PRO here wrote an article which got published in one of the news portals talking about the new regulations. And please let me quote what he wrote about the disbursement. Let me quote. I said, look at this scenario in case you still don't understand the new regulation. This is what the new regulation looks like. I need money to buy something, and because I don't have money, I have come to apply for a loan from you. You have agreed to give me the loan after I met all the requirements. Now you are telling me that before I can get the loan, I have to buy the something before you can give me the loan. Is it not just a funny thing to do? It was an article that
what is that something you have to buy?
Like now, because of the timing of the disbursement, in some of the universities, for instance, you have to pay your fees before you get access to your portal to register. By the time they will go and register the courses, they had not received the money to pay the fees to get access to their portal. So then he was saying that the new regulation is that the person who don't have the money, should go and look for money somewhere else to pay, so that when you get the money from Student Loan Trust Fund, you go and pay the person back.
I think I spoke to the person who wrote the article, and I explained certain things to him, and later he was very sorry about that. But I think he didn't get some information right.
I think since we're here, you can make some clarification.
Let me do that clarification. I think I even had a phone program here, and I also explained that what happened is that we have something we call pre-continuing student registration. pre-continuous student registration. If we are a continuous student who is already on the loan, even this morning I had a discussion with the zonal manager for UCC here about that. If we are continuous students who are already on the loan, and when you're in school you don't have money to register, you have to see your registrar or the dean of student that you are on the student loan, but you have a financial difficulty. Then you pick a form from our office here at UCC Votech building, you complete it. The dean of student or the registrar will also countersign. Then they will compare the list of all the continuous students. If you are already on the loan, you compare the list of all the continuous students, they will give it to us. Then we disburse the loan to you, so that immediately we disburse to you, you go and register. We were doing this at UCC here, somewhere 2014-15 academic year. We tried it. And you know something? Students that were able to disburse to, later they didn't go to register and became a banter. There are some tertiary institutions in the country that now the authorities want to shun away from that. Because when you disburse the loans to you, instead of you to go and register, they prefer to go and register. So that facility is there. And I explained to this gentleman, in the case of this gentleman, I think our officer at that time helped him by seeing the registrar, and he did everything for him. So he was there at the comfort that he swore or lecture where he got the money. So another academic year came, he was expecting that the same thing would happen. But you need to go and pick the form. So today, for instance, I told the general manager that those continuous students that will be coming to school are in the financial difficulty, you should have a discussion with the registrar or the dean of students. They can pick that form. Then you would disburse to them ahead of registration. But when we disburse to you, you should also do the honorable thing by going to register. Don't let the dean of student or the registrar that countersign be going around to chase you to go and register. So that facility is there.
If that is a problem, so why don't you send the money straight to the university? Good. For them to make the payment on their behalf? Because some of the students will not even go and pay their school fees.
We cannot do that, because when you apply for the loan, you sign an agreement, deed of agreement, and the agreement is between the trust fund and the student, not the tertiary institution. And the further to a tertiary student, you are matured enough to be able to do the right thing.
All right, so we do the right thing. So if you are listening to me, the phone line is activated now. You can call 0553 208800 0553 208800. If you have any question for Mr. Nkrumah, you can go ahead to do that. So, but I have a message here coming from Bright from UCC. He says that if you are a worker and contributed to Senate for more than 3 years, and you are on the study leave with a pay and still contributing to Senate and admitted in the university, will you be given the student loan if you apply?
Yeah, the student loan is for all Ghanaians who are doing an accredited program. So they are on distance, you are a steady leave student or whatever. The further the program is accredited, can apply for the loan. It's a financial support that we are giving.
You said that if yes, would that pay you less because you still receive salary from the employer?
No, you go to the means testing. So your needs will determine the amount that you get.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Bright, that's the response coming from Mr. Abbew. So I have another question here. So listeners, you can still call 0553 208800 0553 208800 if you have any question for Mr. Abbew. In fact, today he's here to answer all your questions so that you can go ahead to.
Let me also put out there that the UCC have a student portal. On all information about the loan is on the student portal that the student can also access it. Yeah.
Okay, so another one coming from Yao Opare is, I'm a new applicant and up till now my loan is on the pending anytime I call the office to ask, but I was told payment has started for this academic year even before school was reopened. Please, can I know why my loan is still on pending? Yao Opare from UCC.
Pending?
Yes.
Pending, I wish I can get Opare's contact or the Senate number. After you give our details.
Okay, so after that you give the details.
So some of these things we need to investigate and get the exact thing that is wrong. Then we can address it. Okay,
so hello, good evening. Please, my bro applied for the Senate. He has been given half of his money. Please, when is he going to get the rest of the pay for his fees?
Okay, first and foremost, let me correct that guy that we are not Senate. So they will even tell me to go and find out where. But if it's referring to Student Loan Trust Fund, new academic year is start. That is 2019 to 2020 academic year. We are not starting it, so you need to find out which academic year the person is referring to. So if the brother can contact our office for further clarification on what he's saying.
So please, I want to ask the head of operations for student loan. Unfortunately, so we are running out of time. Shortly, we will bring the conversation to an end. But people are listening, and what is your final word to students who want to apply for Student Loan Trust Fund? Yes.
Yeah, if you want to apply for the student loan, what we are saying is that you need to get all the requirements ready. Application for 2019-2020 is not opened. We are waiting for the institutions to do the registration and get us the enrollment list. We load it into our system. This year, we are doing full online application. You cannot submit paper application because your admissions to the university, your admission letters, all those things, you got them through online. So we are also doing full online. So when application is open, you go to our website, apply now, then you go through it. And if you're able to get all the information, you'll be paid on time. We also want to encourage parents out there that Student Loan Trust Fund is here to help you to meet your financial need. We have our zonal office at UCC Osite Votech building.
The venue.
UCC Votech building at Osite. When you get to the Votech building, you see Student Loan Trust Fund office there. Our well-dressed officers are there. We have another office also at CCTU campus that you can also go there. We have a WhatsApp number that you can send WhatsApp messages and officers will attend to you.
I think Opare, he said he should send his NIT number. I think he has done that. So after the show, I will just give it to you. But somebody also asking, Ima, you are saying you wanted to know if the loan is accessible to everyone. I think you have already answered.
The loan is accessible to all tertiary institutions in the country. Institutions. So our WhatsApp number is 050-134-0513. You can also call our office line 0303-974100. And our officers will attend to you. So the contact can be given. Okay, let me give it again. 030-3974100. The WhatsApp number is 050-134-0513. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I think we have a caller here. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Your name and where you are calling from?
Please, I'm Francis calling from UCC.
Please go ahead.
Please, I want to ask, when are they paying the 2018-2019 academic year? Those who apply just the previous academic year.
But that academic year, 2018-2019. Fine. If you have a challenge, you have not been paid, let us know. That is why I asked for the guy's net number. Because now we are preparing to start 2019-2020 academic year. So, if you have not been paid, please can you give us your SNET number and your contact? We will investigate, then get in touch with you quickly, maybe on Monday morning.
Okay, so I have a message here saying that how many times did they disburse the loans in academic year? Asking so because we have 2 semesters in academic year, and I know some student applicants who receive twice same amount in academic year.
Good. When you apply for the loan, for instance, we are starting 2019-2020 academic year. If you apply for the loan in the first semester, you'll be paid first semester, then the second semester you'll be paid. But if one reason or the other, you're not able to apply for the loan in the first semester, second semester, we pay you both the first and the second semester together. So you receive one in the academic year. But if you apply it earlier, you receive the first semester and second semester as well.
Okay, so another message coming from, hello, good evening. Please, I want to ask your panelists this question. The thing is called a loan, right? Then why is it that applicants are not allowed to make their choice? So as to the level or he or she want to start receiving the loan from? Because some students receive admissions and have no money to pay their admission fees, then they resort to maybe borrowing to make payment. Now they come and pick the form for a loan, and before they get guarantor, one academic year is gone. And then you tell the student he cannot receive from the previous academic year. Thank you. I'm Abbew from Amamoma.
Yeah. The question the person asks is good. Those days we used to pay the loan based on the program of studies. Humanities take S amount, sciences take this amount. But we got to know that we're giving loans to people who are not in need of it. Sometimes the money that you'll be receiving is more than what you needed or less than that. That is why we introduced the means testing methodology. And the means testing methodology pays the money based on your needs. And I also explained that it depends on what on the government kitty. If you decide to give the money to you alone, another person somewhere will also not get the money. That is why you have pegged it. We have 5 categories, category 1 to 5, and the minimum is 3,500 in academic year. Maximum is 3,000 Ghana cedis. So we need to try to meet the needs of the accredited tertiary institution students in the country.
And a follow-up question, I'm also on it, but I have not received my last semester's money. Anytime I call them, they tell me pending. Abudu from our mama.
I think the pending is a serious case that we need to check. So Abudu from our mama, we have given our contact out there. So please do well to send your information or call Monday morning, and we address your pending issue to you. Thank you very much.
And there's this follow-up question coming from the same. Please, can one person guarantee for 2 people?
Yes, if the person has not guaranteed for anybody at all, the maximum one person who is a state pension contributor can guarantee for is 2. But assuming the person is a biological father or mother, and you have like more than 3 or 4 cases, or in the tertiary institution, one in CCTU, UCC, Legon, what have you, the person, because a biological father has not guaranteed for anybody already, can guarantee for all the biological children. But apart from that, the maximum one can guarantee is 2.
Okay, so maximum is 2. All right, so finally, your final words.
My final word is that I've given the contact already, and we want to tell the student and the parents out there that they should access the facility, because this one is a government intervention to help tertiary students in the country. So try and apply. It's our own money. We get our funding from Get Fund and the repayment. And those out there who have also taken the loan and they are due for repayment, we want to encourage them and advise them, pay, so that somebody somewhere can also benefit from the fund. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for coming. So, Mr. Nkrumah, thank you very much for coming. We are grateful for gracing the FM station at the same time, explaining things to students, because I think they had a lot of questions, but because of time, we have to end the show right now. So thank you very much for coming, and God bless you. Amen. So some of you are asking for the WhatsApp number. Let me repeat: 05013405513, 05013405513. That's the WhatsApp number, or you can call 0303 974100. 0303-974100, or email studentloan150@gmail.com, or email studentloan050@gmail.com. You can just contact them in any of these lines. Thank you very much. We are going to have an exclusive another interview with a fresh student here. They are coming to tell us about, I think last week we had a very fantastic interview with them, and today too we are going to do the same. Last week was more or less like people from science here, VAC, care, nature, and then as for this time around, we are going back to where the school started from. Uga, Adeshe, and then Proud Marina, ETL. So just stay tuned. My name is Isaac Dazi, and I'll be coming back soon to host the students who are coming to talk to us. So thank you very much for listening, and just keep your dial here. We are coming to talk about UCC and matters arising.
For your love, my baby come and pour me some water. Other your woman, I know they need nobody. They won't want. Please, I will cry. Why, mama, you want? Obi me minta by me. I'm too far. Wanna fly to your place, want to see your face. My mobile, I be crying for.